Yeah, two tough games on the road. If you go to the West Coast, the furthest west we'll go with UTEP and New Mexico State. Historically, two tough places to play, regardless of records. It's conference play. We're at the halfway point. Now it's February of you've got to show up, you've got to defend, you've got to rebound, you've got to take care of the ball. Both teams are going to do things a little bit differently than the other. So it's two different kind of matchups for us, but both solid defensive teams at home, especially New Mexico State. And then they've got kids that can really score it, so we've got to do a great job defending as a team, keeping them off the offensive glass and keeping them off the free throw line.
Not sure if there is a key to winning on the road, but if there is, you guys have seemed to figure it out this season. What do you think has been that key for you guys?
Yeah, that key and that recipe, we talk about it a lot, is defend, rebound, take care of the ball. It doesn't matter where you are if you can do those things. It doesn't require you to shoot 45% from three. It doesn't require you to shoot 50 from the field. It's defend, rebound, take care of the basketball. And I think if you can do those three things, it gives you a chance to be in games and have a chance to win them.
Seems like UTEP's top scorers are really efficient. What's the key, I guess, of getting them out of their spots?
Yeah, I think we've got to do a great job of focusing on that, not allowing them to get to their spots. They do a great job of running some ISOs for those players. Can't let a couple of them get loose. We've got to make them take difficult shots and then keep them off the offensive glass. They're second in the league in free throw attempts per game, right behind FIU. And, part of that efficiency is their ability to get to the free throw line and their ability to get to the offensive glass.
Not trying to look too far ahead, but the last time you guys won 8 straight was 15 straight back in 2011, last time you made the NCAA tournament. Do you feel like this team is trending toward the direction where they're doing everything right to put themselves in a position to get there?
First off, I have 2 words for you: rat poison. Second of all, we're focused on what our group can do right now. If we're trending in the right direction, and in order to win a championship, you've got to have depth. You've got to have the ability to do those things that we've been doing. But this group hasn't put 40 minutes together yet. And, we'll play really well for 30. And, Saturday it was the first 5, and the last 5 were not good. And we've got to do a better job of staying focused on that. And I've said it numerous times now, but I think the mature approach that Lex, G, and Paris have had on the perimeter for us has really led this group well. We're starting to get some more people to buy into that and their practice habits and consistency in those things. And I think that if we can continue with those habits daily, I think we'll give ourselves a chance to be in the conversation.
I think New Mexico State and UTEP both top 5 in steals. I know, like you mentioned, that first quarter against Jacksonville State, you felt like their active hands maybe caused a little bit of tentativeness as far as getting in the paint, trying to get to those driving lanes. Obviously, Sam Houston, you saw them earlier in the season as far as taking the ball away. What's the conversation, I guess, of being tougher with the ball and just kind of going up and finishing those things?
Yeah, I thought we were passive and tentative offensively. As unselfish as this group is and the way we move the ball and assist well, we can sometimes be passive and looking to score. And, the point of offense is to score. And we talk about spacing a lot, and we talk about ball movement and sharing the ball, moving without the ball, but you do still have to put the ball in the hole. And the only way you do that is to maintain possession of the ball. And they both do a really nice job of just trying to keep you in front. We've got to be able to read a defense. Saturday, those first 5 minutes, we didn't get to correct spots in transition. Our spacing was poor. We didn't read our defense, and that's what it comes down to. We have an answer for whatever. If you want to switch, if you want to high side and top block us and not allow us to cut, if you want to, hard hedge, whatever ball screen coverage you have, we have an answer for that. But we actually have to slow down and read how we're being defended, as opposed to just predetermining, hey, this is the cut I'm going to make, or this is the read I'm going to make. So I thought we just needed to slow down, get to correct spots, and then actually read our defense, and then make the appropriate read and change our pace and tempo in our cuts.
The last few weeks, it's like Haley Thompson has really come on strong for you guys. She's a spark plug for you, both ends of the court. What have you seen? How has she grown so far this season?
Yeah, we all often say that it takes, first-year junior college players a little bit of time to just get in their flow and feel comfortable. And she's felt comfortable, I think, with our group from day one. She's just a great personality. She's not an alpha personality. She's a go along to get along. She's hilarious. Like, you might look at her and go, this kid's really quiet, but she is low-key funny. And one of the funniest people on the team, but she just is a very unselfish by nature kid. She doesn't look for hers first, and I think because of the depth we have and kind of some positions we put her in, she's really asserted herself on the offensive board. She's asserted herself in transition, finding the rim. Her ability to move without the basketball and create openings for others. She is one of the best screeners we have because she understands spacing and she understands how to get the next player open in what we're doing, and it's been really fun to watch. But she's really gaining confidence and comfortability, and I think where she's taken another step is on the defensive end. We've asked her to defend more inside. We've asked her to defend on the perimeter, and she's doing a great job with that. Quick hands, creating some turnovers in our ball screen coverages that have led to some transition buckets for us.
What's your evaluation of Jordan, just I guess so far through conference play this year?
Yeah, I think, she's obviously seeing some difficult defensive matchups, and they're focusing on her and trying to take that away. I think she needs to slow down and do the things that allow her to be successful, run in transition and rebound the basketball. I think when she does that, the offense comes natural to her, and I think she's probably been pressing a little bit. She just has to go compete and have fun and defend, rebound, run the floor, and I think you'll see her numbers change.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Ben, do you have anything?
Can I ask one question?
Sure.
All your guards, obviously Paris and Giannis, get all the headlines. We've talked a lot about your forwards, your athletic folks. Tell us a little bit about the progress some of those freshmen have made. I know it's been limited minutes most of the time, but you got double-digit minutes this past weekend.
Yeah, and I'll throw Joy Madison Key in there. I don't think we talk enough about what she's done over the last couple of weeks. Her ability to get downhill. I think she's leading our team in assists now, coming off the bench with 19 minutes a game in conference play, and has been crucial for us against some of those aggressive defenses and ball screen coverages. And she's not afraid to make a play, and she can really get out in transition. Hillary, I think, is a player that we're going to continue to see grow and develop. We have a lot of depth on the interior, and I think that's I talked a lot. She's had 2 really good weeks of practice, and I talked to her last week about it. Hey, don't get frustrated because you went from starting to having lower minutes. Some of these kids they've experienced this before, and you haven't yet, but that it doesn't change your mindset and your approach, because I can promise you at some point, and it could be this week, and I thought she had, on the road trip to Missouri State and FIU, she had limited minutes, but she made an immediate impact when she went in the game. She got 2 steals on her first 2 possessions defensively in both games, and I have confidence in her to put her out there. Jaden Terry, her ability to guard the basketball, to attack in transition, I think we can put her in there and use her length and her aggressive nature on the ball, and can bias a few possessions and change that. And I think every championship team I've ever been a part of, there's been someone unsuspecting that's come in and made a big play at a critical moment, whether it's the last few weeks of the season or in the conference tournament. And I just told them, you have to be ready for that. And the only way that you are is that you continue to approach practice like you're the starter and you're ready to go. And I think that Hillary's really done a good job of that. She's very conscientious. She wants to do well. And I think she's really taken a hold of that. And I told her, I said, your time's coming, just you have to be ready to go. But those 2 are really critical for us. And I say it all the time, but the last couple of games, we've had 10 players score, and I think there's great value in that, and our depth is going to play a big factor for us down the stretch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Coach, you're halfway through conference play, 5-5. What's worked for you that has turned into the wins, and then on the flip side, what's been some areas that need to be addressed that has resulted in some of the losses?
What's worked for me being in attack has definitely worked. What's been a struggle is scoring points at times. We found a way to score lately with Scooter, the emergence of Scooter being able to help us score on that end of the court. We need to be more consistent, but if we can continue to defend like we defended most of the time and score a few points, I like our chances. We still have to learn how to win on the road. I don't like how when we went to UTEP we had a big lead, but we self-destructed, and you could tell we had struggles winning on the road. We got a technical, we got foul jump shooters late, and I kind of let them get back into it. Luckily, we've been better at shooting free throws, so we were able to end that game. But it's still a process of learning with this group, and we're still trying to fight every game to be solid. And then we went to Sam and just fouled like crazy. I mean, we just played with our hands the whole game, which, when you have a free throw discrepancy like that, you don't give yourself a chance to win.
I was going to say, to that point, do you feel like with a group that's experiencing this league for the first time, for the most part, like as a staff, you're just going to have to accept at this point, like they're just going to have some high highs, low lows, like it's just going to kind of be like that inconsistency, or how do you kind of get that? I guess
as a coach, you never accept it. Like you fight to the death, to the end, you fight and then to the last day, like every day in practice. I don't know if you've been around here when practice is going on, but you can hear me probably in the back rooms because at the end of the day, at mid-major basketball, you're playing to that last day. We say the only thing is not guaranteed. You get one guaranteed game in March for the most part, And in March, once you get that one guaranteed game, you got to win to keep playing. And so we're going to fight to get better into that last game.
You guys don't have to think about the road this week. You have 2 games at home. When it comes to New Mexico State, bottom of the barrel in CUSA, how big is it to make sure you get that home win and then Sam Houston, a little revenge coming back?
Oh, I think it's of the utmost importance that we protect our home court. I mean, especially with our struggles on the road. Like we got a split, and in theory, if you win all your home wins, a split on the road half the time, like every road trip, you can win a championship. But with the way we've struggled on the road, we have to continue to win home games, and we got to go steal a few on the road that we haven't got. I think we've been on 3 road trips, and we split one time. So we have to go and get some more road wins, maybe sweep a road trip sometime here, to put ourselves in a position to get the highest seed possible.
When you recruited DJ, did you just see the volume scorer that he's kind of becoming 4 straight over 20 points? Like, I'm sure you probably didn't expect that level of consistency, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever see that in any player when you recruit them. You just know they have talent, and he had the ability to shoot the ball and handle it. I probably, to be honest, saw him more as a pure point guard that could shoot it, but I didn't know he'd be a combo guard that really could fill it up and that I'd put the ball in his hands late. Early in the year, especially when we got him, I told him he had to toughen up with the ball in his hands because he was losing the ball when he got bumped, but he's adjusted nicely. And he's actually one of our toughest guys. He's really guarding the ball well. And then for a guy that guards the ball and that plays the amount of minutes that he plays to have the lids to make shots in games late is a tough thing, and that's something you have to be mentally prepared for. So when I saw him, I knew he'd be talented. I just think he's growing and getting way better by the day.
With you being halfway through conference play, what were your kind of expectations of where this team would be at this point? Are they meeting it, or where do you want to see them grow?
I don't know if we had expectations, but we had goals. Our goals, of course, a conference championship. I know Liberty's kind of ran out, but I don't think they're uncatchable. I mean, we just got to take it game by game, put ourselves in the best position we can put ourselves in. But 5-5 probably is a little disappointing, being that we didn't win some road games. I thought we should have won, maybe a couple of them. That I thought we could win and we should win. And if we were in a position, if we would have won that last one, we'd probably be in second place right now, somewhere second, third. I thought we would have been in good position. But we lost it. We took a step back. Not that we're at the bottom of the league, I tell our guys, but it's not so focused on one loss. I'm not worried about the loss. I'm worried about how we play. I wasn't too happy at the end of the UTEP game. I know a lot of people were celebrating, but I was miserable in the locker room, not because we didn't play great, because of our immaturity in the last few minutes to let them come back from a 14-point lead late. Because ultimately, I see the big picture and how we need to play late, and we're going to have to win tough games and do solid things and not get technicals and not foul jump shooters and those things to be able to win in March.
Remember when we talked about Melly and you said you felt like if we could just get him on the floor more and just get those minutes up, the production's going to come with. I mean, I think 4 blocks, double-digit scoring these last couple of weeks. Where have you kind of seen him kind of embrace just when he's on the floor, he can make that impact?
Yeah, and I still want him to grow. I want him to grow from the wow, the 4 blocks, or the tip dunks, or the dunks and on the lobs, to being more consistent. Consistent. Like, I want his rebounding to go up and be more consistent. Sometimes I have a good game, have 2 or 3 blocks, but have 2 rebounds. He got 6 rebounds last game, and he had 4 blocks. But I mean, he should have had 4 blocks. They went at the rim all night on us. And so 4 blocks and 20 chances is not really great, and 25 chances for a guy that's 7 foot when you got 6 feet guys attacking the rim. So I want him to get more consistent, tougher with setting screens, tougher with rebound consistently, tougher with putting his chest in front of the ball, and when he doesn't get blocks, walling up and contesting shots at the rim. If he can do that, it just helps our defense. I will say it wasn't all him, and we didn't guard the ball worth crap the last few minutes and foul drivers, and when we didn't foul him, we had no rim protection the other day. But he's growing. Like I say, you can see growth in this team, but like any coach, I don't know if it was fast and we were 10-1 that I'd be satisfied. I'd probably be finding something that we needed to work on.
I feel like never satisfied is like your motto as a head coach. Do you feel like the team has embraced that motto as well, or is maybe that something they need to work on?
It's crazy you ask me that. I tell them almost every day the enemy of great is good, and I don't ever want to be comfortable when we're good or when we're trying to become great at that status. I want to be a great team at some point and be able to say, at the end of the year, because you don't ever enjoy winning while you're in it. It's hard. And you don't really enjoy it until you get to look back on it and say, man, we were a really good team. I'm finally getting to enjoy the 22-10 team when I get calls from Isaiah or I watch a game and Isaiah gets in the game. I'm enjoying that now. But during the fight, you're so locked in, you don't get to enjoy it at the moment.
You mentioned being tougher with the ball. I think you guys are shooting like 42% on layups in league play. What's the emphasis, I guess, of going up strong and finishing there?
Man, we started working on finishing, which I saw an improvement in it. But right now, like even at the Sam game, we had like 4 opportunities where we were like 2-on-1 or 3-on-2. And we didn't finish. We were all going for the lob and the home run plays. And I just keep telling them, hit singles. We just need singles. We just need to pass the ball early in transition. We don't need to wait for the lob. Pass the ball. Let's attack the rim strong. We worked on that a little yesterday. We'll work on it more. But we just need to get rid of the home run plays and just make solid plays and attack the rim strong, stop avoiding contact, and go up. If we do that, I remember, I don't know if it was it was one of our road games. We were abysmal at the rim shooting layups. No, it was maybe home at Liberty. We're abysmal. Shooting layups, and so we've had a concerted effort to really work on finishing in traffic, finishing with contact since then, and I have seen an improvement. I think the UTEP game we scored in transition like crazy at the rim. We were really good, and so we're going to continue to work on that, but we got to hit singles and not home runs.
Ben, you got anything?
I'm good, appreciate
All right.
it.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Ben.
Sir.